Hey everybody, welcome to week 1. I'm Coach Jamie.
And I'm Coach Lindsay.
All right, so you've just completed setup week, and today actually starts your week 1 habits. The bulk of this week, the information that you're going to be learning, we're going to deep dive into more detail about why we actually do these habits. Because one of the big things about actually making this a priority is understanding why it'll benefit you. So be on the lookout for a bunch of lessons that are going to give you that information. But one thing that we're going to talk more about today is actually the sleep habit, because no doubt that was probably a surprise being a part of a nutrition program, but it's really, really, really important to get adequate sleep so you can make progress.
Yeah, so sleep is maybe my favorite thing to do ever. If I could sleep the majority of my life, I probably would. When I don't sleep, I end up being cranky. I make horrible decisions. My day is just completely messed up. And there's a lot of scientific data behind that. You may feel the same way. If your kids wake you up too early, your dog wakes you up too early, your alarm goes off too early, you wake up and your whole day is spent just trying to catch up. And there's a lot of reason behind that. And so we'll dive into that a little bit further this week, but even more so throughout the whole 12-week program. But today, just briefly overview just how sleep helps us make better decisions. If we wake up rested, we're more likely to pick the banana and not the
Right, yeah.
And so we want a lot of opportunity to pick the banana.
Right, yeah. Our brains need to be firing on all cylinders.
Yes.
And, we talk a little bit about willpower, but your motivation to make your choices really has little to do with willpower. It's all about what you have prepared yourself to do, and put things in place to help these new things happen. And sleep is probably the number one.
Absolutely.
When you agree, yeah. So
because so many hormones are released throughout the day, and you start your good night's rest when you wake up. And so a lot of people don't realize that the sun is what helps you rest efficiently. And so as you wake up, viewing sunlight, and as you go to bed, getting away from light. A lot of us will sit there and just scroll at bedtime, just trying to see what's on social media right before we go so we can close
and then
our
you
day.
get sucked in, and then it's over.
An hour later, you still haven't gone to bed, and so now you're past your bedtime, and you tricked your brain into thinking it was still daytime.
Yeah.
And so now you're going to spend another 30 minutes trying to get to sleep, and then your body doesn't want to stay asleep because it doesn't think it's ready.
Yeah.
And so we'll dive into that a little bit more, and we'll even help our habits. We'll start tracking and being able to record. There's just little bitty tiny goals to help us get better sleep.
Yeah. And so this week, that'll take us right into what our week 1 habits are. You got those listed last week, but just to reiterate, your sleep habit this week is to go to bed 15 minutes earlier than what you normally do. So pre-CK bedtime, if you are a night owl and you go to bed at
1 a.m.
Can't
imagine.
You're trying to go to bed at 12:45. Oh my gosh, you are going to love the sleep habit. And then your water habit is just to drink more water. This week we're all about easy, simple, and being consistent. Consistency is king, and that's why these things are so simple. So your goal for water is just to drink more water than you normally do. If you only drank 1 cup of water pre-CK, you're going for 2 cups of water, okay? Then the next one's your plant habit. Any 2 plants. We don't care if it's a potato or a strawberry, whatever your preference is. The goal is just 2 plants per day. And then your protein habit is a protein source in every meal, no matter if you eat 2 meals a day or 5 meals a day. It's a protein source in every meal. And then lastly is your optional vitamin habit. That's something that you're going to want to ask your doctor about. You shouldn't add any supplements or vitamin supplements without consulting your doctor, because it's not necessarily something that everybody has to do. So if it's something that doesn't meet your goals or provide you any benefit, all you need to do is just simply check that habit off and don't worry about completing it. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to see what you guys do in week 1. And again, if y'all have any questions, make sure that you post on the community feed. That's where all the coaches are. That's where we're going to be conversating and answering questions on the daily. And we can't wait to see what you guys do.
Yeah.
All right. See y'all in
Have a good
week
week.
2.